Welcome back everybody to Altcoin Daily. My name is Aaron. The reason you subscribe to our channel is because on a daily basis, we break things down. Anything that goes on in the entire cryptocurrency market, we will talk about. My bias is that, Bitcoin is going to go up. But other than that, I just tell you what I think. Now, before we start things off, hope everybody had a fantastic 4th of July. Let's continue to trend towards more freedom. Am I right, guys? But let's get to it. I'm going to get to some news in a little bit. But basically, as you've inferred from the title, what I want to talk about today is, and this is, I'm going to get a lot of flack for this. A lot of people aren't going to like this. But I'm going to give you my investing strategy and articulate why I'm only buying Bitcoin. Some people say that, the future is so bright that, a rising tide raises all ships or whatever. Despite that, for the past couple of years, as you know, if you've been subscribed to us for a while, I've only been buying Bitcoin. Now, you might think you know what I'm going to say in this video, but I assure you, you probably don't. And again, we are going to get to some recent news and, a little bit later. But let me just get started. So to illustrate why I'm only buying Bitcoin, I want to talk about Ethereum, Litecoin, and Cardano. Now, I chose these coins because each of these coins individually has strong communities, not only from a development level. Ethereum, Cardano, and Litecoin all have, development communities and people working on them, making partnerships and stuff like that. But beyond that, the reason I chose these is because these also have big grassroots communities. And I know I'm probably going to be scolded in the comments for saying that I'm specifically not buying these coins. But let's just get into it. So Cardano right now has a price of about 9 cents. Litecoin right now has a price of about $41. And Ethereum right now has a price of about $225. Now, I've seen a lot of comments recently saying that Cardano's on a run. Last chance to get it around 9 cents, maybe similar. Litecoin's pretty low, $41. Pick it up. Ethereum is the future. Pick it up for $225. So let's go through these coins on an individual basis. So right now, Cardano is 9 cents. Taking a look at Cardano's price chart, we can see that, as everybody in the comments has been telling me, that Cardano is going on a price run. And, we made probably the lowest it'll ever go many months back. And right now, pick it up while it is good. But wait a second. This isn't the full Cardano price chart. Look at this. This is only going till April of 2019. Okay, well, let's take a look at, but still, it's 9 cents, April of 2019. Let's take a look at the full Cardano price chart. That's interesting. So before, I was showing you around here, but look after that point, we just sunk lower and lower, making a new low, and now we have a lower high, although it's still around the same price. That's interesting. Kind of looks like a descending triangle to me. Well, that's just Cardano. What about Ethereum? Ethereum right now, $225. Taking a look at Ethereum's price chart, you can see it's about $225, and a lot of people think that, well, wait a second, this isn't the full Ethereum price chart. It's a couple months back, several months. Let's take a look at the full Ethereum price chart. Okay, so it's not as, clearly, blatantly visual on Ethereum, but it's the same kind of thing. Still kind of looks like a descending triangle, making a lower low, and that actually went higher several months before, and then several months before that, it went higher. Okay, so that's Ethereum. Hey, by the way, guys, if I surprised you with this, if you're getting value, make sure you hit the like button, because I can tell you right away, the Litecoin community, the Cardano community, and the Ethereum community aren't going to like this. And I'm not even talking about whether these projects have fundamentals or not. I'm just simply saying, let's look at the price chart. So Litecoin, $41. Taking a look. Litecoin right now, 41. Oh, but wait a second. Again, this is from December of 2019. Taking a look at the full price. Oh my God, it's even lower than where it was back when I just showed it to you. So, you can see what I'm getting at here, that each time these coins pump and form these little tops right here, obviously, people who hold these tokens have been buying these tokens get really excited in the comments. Litecoin at $70, Litecoin at $100 some dollars, Cardano at 10 cents. But again, there's this descending triangle right here. And you can even look back at other top coins like XRP, taking a look at the price chart. I mean, just a series of lower lows and lower highs. To me, XRP looks like it's going to drop. Let's talk about how low these coins can go. And I know a lot of people don't like to hear this. And then I'll talk about Bitcoin and get into some other stuff. So XRP is at 18 cents. I don't see any reason why it couldn't go back to prices closer to pre-bubble levels. XRP at a price of 2 cents. How about Litecoin? I don't see any reason why Litecoin couldn't get back to a price of probably $10, $20, right? I mean, look, it's trending that way now. I don't see any reason why Ethereum couldn't get back to a price before these bubble levels. And this is the bearish case today, right? Sometimes we go over the bullish case. I did a video a week or two ago talking about, can Ethereum still make you a millionaire? And I kind of give you a broader picture of Ethereum. So seek this video out if you're interested. But taking a look at Ethereum, as I've said before, I'm waiting for a trend change. I don't care if I, get into the party late. A lot of people say, buy Cardano now at 9 cents or else forever miss out. Well, how do we know it's not the same thing as right here when Cardano was 17 cents and everybody said don't miss out? Or here, 30 cents, everybody said don't miss out. Oh, but Shelly's launching all this stuff. Okay, but does retail have money to buy right now? I mean, we're getting into a recession, maybe even a global recession, depression. I'm just playing it safe. I don't mind being conservative. And also, if you subscribe to this channel, I make the argument all the time why it is Bitcoin that has the fundamental value. Like, if you've been subscribed to us for a while, I articulate to you all the time, I don't mind buying Bitcoin now because I definitely think Bitcoin has a fundamental value. And that's a conservative thought, right? And a lot of people say, well, these coins have fundamental value. And even if they don't have fundamental value, a rising tide raises all ships. Here's my particular way I think about it. If Bitcoin has a 1 in 100 chance of succeeding, and keep in mind, the elites, governments aren't going to let Bitcoin succeed lightly. If Bitcoin has a 1 in 100 chance of succeeding, all these coins have a 1 in 1,000 chance, or maybe even a 1 in 1 million chance. And if many of these coins ever scaled in the Western world because of their levels of centralization, they'd be shut down. Sometimes people are still bullish on Electronium. I don't know why, but if Electronium ever scaled in the Western world, the FBI, governments would show up at Electronium's Richard L's office and just shut it down. So I guess to just cap this off, before we get to some other recent news, let's go over one bearish analyst's opinion on alts. So this is a Bitcoin whale, a famous trader who has made a lot of money. It's just one guy's opinion, but let's hear him out. Prominent Bitcoin whale predicts mass altcoin extinction ahead of next Bitcoin rally. And it's really, this guy's not known for being like a Bitcoin evangelist or Bitcoiner. This guy's known to be a trader. So I don't think he really cares. He doesn't, he's not clouded. He's just giving his opinion on the price. And this is what he says. A prominent Bitcoin whale who made a name for himself by ranking at the top of Bitfinex's trading leaderboard, says he believes a massive altcoin purge will happen before the next Bitcoin leg up. In a new tweet, trader Joe007 says that alt season, predicted by many, is not on the horizon. My view is that shitcoin mass extinction event will likely precede the next Bitcoin rally. Make of that what you will. The crypto strategist is also bearish on the king cryptocurrency in the short term. He's predicting a massive shakeout that rivals the coronavirus-induced sell-off in March. A lot of people are expecting a down leg, yes, he says, but the question is, are they prepared to buy into a real dump like a repeat of early March or worse? Despite his short-term outlook on Bitcoin, Joe says that he remains a long-term bull on the dominant cryptocurrency. If I thought Bitcoin was going to go to zero, why would I accumulate it? I keep a net long position at all times. I agree with that. So again, I'm not here to say that popular cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, Litecoin, Cardano aren't going to do very well in the next bull run. I honestly have no idea, but I could understand that. All I'm here to say is why not wait until we see a trend change? It's very obvious right now this is trending down with a series of lower highs and lower lows, and sometimes you see a higher low, but you still don't see a higher high. And even with XRP, you just see a series of lower lows and lower highs. So what I'm saying is, why not be safe? Why not, you know, you guys remember back in 2016, 2017, where we can bring up Ethereum, where you started seeing a series of higher highs and higher lows and then the ultimate pump. I don't mind waiting because I don't get attached to the Ethereum narrative. Ethereum is going to change the world. The Cardano narrative, Cardano is going to change the world. Litecoin is going to change the world. I don't care. I can understand how that can work for Bitcoin. That's my conservative view. But I don't care if these coins change the world or not. I just want to make some money with these coins, right? And that's my honest thoughts, guys. That's my honest thoughts. Now, that being said, when any of these coins make news or partnerships, we still report on them. We still talk about altcoins. We did a top 2 altcoin video the other day talking about Kyber and something else. Talked about the news with Cardano and Chainlink in this video right here. We still report on the news because we're not ignorant to the fact that things are still happening behind the scenes. So I just, you know, enough of me rambling. I just wanted to kind of be clear on what my thoughts were with that. And maybe you agree with me, maybe you disagree with me. And we'll see how the Cardano, Litecoin, and Ethereum people think of this in the comments. Okay, to finish up today's video, I'm going to leave you with this clip of Kanye West talking about Bitcoin. Now, if you follow either my personal account or the Altcoin Daily account, you already know the news, and that is that Kanye West becomes, you know, he said, I'm going to run for president in 2020 on the Democratic ticket. And if that comes to fruition, he will become the first United States presidential nominee to understand that Bitcoin is money. And I think Kanye is a genius music producer and rapper. He changed the industry. President, probably wouldn't vote for him. But if he did get the nominee, this is the kind of stuff that he would be talking about. Appreciate you guys. Like the video. See you tomorrow.
When you're acting in love, you're like a drop of water and you have the ocean as your army. When you act in fear, it's just you and your money. Now you could take your money and put it in Bitcoin, put a credit form, put it in cash, or all your cash, and then stand up to the ocean, and who's gonna win? We definitely are dealing with racism, but I wanna push future concepts. You know, now I'm giving you 2 streams of consciousness in one. I wanna talk about my wife. I also wanna talk about Harriet Tubman on a $20 bill.
We're following you. We're following it all. You set it up good.
That was the moment that I wanted to use Bitcoin, when I saw Harriet Tubman on a $20 bill.